beef back time again. Got a couple of different rubs that I want to try on them. I'm going to go ahead and prep this recteq bullseye. I'm going to place some hickory wood chunks from Bear Mountain pellets around my fire pot here. I like the results I get from the smokiness that it produces. I have the pellet hopper filled with those hickory pellets as well from Bear Mountain. Some of the best pellets available. I think they're the best on the planet. Check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put a new drip pan in there for this cook. And I'm going to grab some of this Oklahoma Sucks brew that my local spot sells this stuff, guys. This stuff is $3 a 6-pack. I always pick up one or two while I'm there if they have them. They normally have a big pallet full of this stuff. Pretty good tasting stuff. But today I'm going to use 3 cans for this cook. It smells very good when you're cooking something low and slow. Deliciousness here that I'm going to put on these beef backs, and beef backs will be sitting right on top of that delicious. Gotcha! Bling bling. I forgot that was coming up actually. But okay, so we're going to set up this bullseye for $2.25 today for these beef back ribs that we're doing. I got a couple of racks here. Local H-E-B sells them. You can get the full rack, or you can get it kind of split down the center. And take a look at that delicious smokiness that we're producing on that bullseye. That fire pot hack. Highly recommend it. Here's a couple of packages of these beef back ribs, again from my local H-E-B. It's basically one rack, but it's split down the center. Creates 2 smaller racks. I've got no complaints. They're delicious. I love these things. We love them here at the house. I'm just gonna wipe them down. I'm not trimming anything off of them. It's not needed. I'm just gonna wipe them down. Quite a bit of moisture on these ribs, but I always like to go in with my horseradish binder anytime I'm doing a beef product here. I like the results that it creates. And again, on these beef backs, guys, we're going PS seasoning. I'm gonna do the BBQ General as my base layer, and I'm gonna dust them with this limited edition truffle butter seasoning from PS Seasoning. Nice buttery flavor on your beef. Very, very good. Very savory. Excellent combination right here on these beef backs that you're seeing right here, guys. We're just gonna repeat the process on the top side. And these beef backs are gonna be absolutely delicious. Again, we eat them here all the time. Can't get enough of these little delicious beef back ribs. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and crack open that bullseye up to this point here, and we're gonna place all 4 racks in it. And by now I've got that delicious smoke with that steaming humidity that beer in that pan is producing. I've got no complaints here. It smells absolutely delicious. And as you can see, you can put 4 racks into this bullseye. And for those of you wondering, it is 20 inches. 22 inches? Is it 20 or 22? One of the two. But I'm just going to touch up a couple of spots here with some black pepper. I felt like I needed to put some more black pepper on that mix. And again, I thought I'd share with you some of the fun part that we all enjoy doing while we're doing these cooks, right? The fun-filled cleaning. And I'm just hosing it down, getting that Dawn soap in there pretty good. Clean your tabletops, people. This is the fun part. And again, guys, look at the ridiculous amount of smoke that we're producing. Again, that's Bear Mountain products, hickory pellets, and hickory wood chunks. And this is looking and smelling absolutely fantastic. And what I do when I cook these in the bullseye at 225 with the drip pan, I go 4 hours wide open. I think right here this was like 2 hours into it. And looking really, really nice. And right here is what they look like after the 4 hours. 100% done at this point, guys. You could eat them just like this. You honestly could, but I like to wrap them a little bit just to get them just a little bit tender. And I put them back onto the cooker for like another 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. I mean, that's really all it takes into that foil wrap to break them down. But look at that color. That is just absolutely delicious right there, guys. That's just a perfect color on that rib. Deliciousness, I tell you, man. We're just gonna wrap it up and put it back onto the cooker, meat side down, for another 45 minutes or so. That's the second rack. And again, you could totally eat them up to this point right here, guys. They're completely done. They're completely cooked. But there's quite a bit of connective tissues in these little beef bags here. I like to break them down. We like our ribs nice and tender here at home. And so that's what they're looking like, guys. Nice pull back, beautiful mahogany-ish color. No liquid in the wrap. There's plenty of liquid in that rib. It will pull it out in the wrap during the last 45 minutes or so. And back into the cooker we go. And we're gonna pull them out here in about another 45 minutes or so. And you're gonna see how delicious they came out, guys. So that was an easy, simple cook here at home on a Sunday afternoon, and this is the finished product. I'm in the backyard chilling, and I am about to eat 3 of these bad boys. And look at that color, the tenderness. I mean, that is just a fantastic beef bag right there, guys. Excellent little snack. We do these here at home quite a bit. That rub combination from PS Seasoning with that truffle butter and the General SPG, that's hard to beat, man. That is definitely hard to beat. I think it's that truffle butter. It's got that delicious butteriness to it for that beef. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try it on a brisket here coming up soon. I can't wait for that. But that's the finished product. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.